Good afternoon, boys and girls. Now we're back with subtraction, but this time we're doing it with regrouping. As a parent, you may have heard this called carrying, borrowing and carrying when you were a kid. This is a really important concept that children understand what they are actually borrowing and carrying. So we call it regrouping, which you'll see in just a minute. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my number. It says 52 minus 29. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look for that big number. The largest number is 52. That's the number that I build. So I'm going to build it here. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 52. Now I'm going to get ready to subtract. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to subtract my tens. So I'm going to take a look and I can see that I need 2 tens. So I'm going to say 10, 20. Now I need to subtract 9 from the ones. I say, oh no, I don't have enough ones. What am I going to do? Knock, knock, I'm going to go next door to my friend, Mr. 10. I'm going to say, Mr. 10, may I borrow one of your tens? Now, Mr. 10 is a good neighbor, and he always lets me borrow a 10. So he says, sure. So he sends one of his tens over to the one side. But I can't use the 10 when it looks like this. I have to exchange or regroup so that I can make it look like my Cheerios. So it has to look like a Cheerio. So I'm going to take him, if you remember from the beginning of addition, that the sticks represent 10 of the circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, and I've got 8, 9, 10. So I'm going to look. Let's make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I say thank you so much, Mr. 10, for coming over to the one side. So here's all my ones now. So now I've got plenty of ones. So now I'm going to subtract the 9. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So now I have done both sides. Then I take a look and say, what is left over? 10, 20, 21, 22, 23. So my answer is 23. I'm going to show you how to do it on paper. The first thing I do is I take my 52 and I draw it. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 1, 2. Then I am going to subtract. The first thing I do is I look at my tens and I can see I need to subtract 2 tens. 1, 2, or 10, 20. So I've done that. Now I need to subtract 9. I say, oh no, I don't have enough. Hello, Mr. 10. Would you like to come next door and help me? Of course, Mr. 10, he always does. So I take Mr. 10 and he's going to move over. Okay, so here he comes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now he's gone. Okay, so he's gone. He went away. Now I can subtract 9. So now Mr. I is going to come in with the 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How many are left over? You'll notice I'm using a lot of colors. I think color pens are really helpful in the beginning. So I'm going to look carefully and I'm going to notice there's 10, 20. So there's 20 left over here. 1, 2, 3 plus 3 equals 23. The same answer. It's a little bit confusing, So it's really important to stay organized. This is one of our special math practices, is to stay very organized so that we don't get mixed up in our work. We're going to do another one. The next one I'm going to do is 95 minus 66. The first thing I do is I look at my big number, 95. So I'm going to start circling 95 because that's my big number. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I'm ready to subtract. The first number I see is 66. 60 and 6. So I'm going to subtract 60 first. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Whoa. So I have done 60. Now I need to subtract 6. I say, oh no! What am I going to do? Knock, knock. Hello, Mr. 10. Can we borrow one of your 10s? Now, Mr. 10 is a good neighbor, and he always says yes. So he sends over one of his 10s, and we're going to trade. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And so now this 10 goes over to the bowl. Now I have plenty of 10s. Now I'm going to subtract 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then I count to see what's left. 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. My answer is 29. Now I'm going to do it on paper. Here is 95. 95 is my large number, so I always draw it first. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. 95. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I'm going to start to subtract. Miss Mary looks again and I can see 66. So I need to take away 6 of the 10s. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. These guys are gone. Now I'm going to go over and take away 6. Oh no, I don't have enough. Hello, Mr. 10. May I borrow one of your 10s? And of course, he is polite and always says yes. So I'm going to take one of these 10s and I'm going to make 10 circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So now he is gone. Now I'm going to subtract 6. I'm going to change colors so that it's really easy to see. So 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we're going to say what is left over. This is where it's tricky. You want to really say what's gone. So I can see there's 2 guys here. 10, 20. And there's a lot of guys here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I have 20 plus 9 equals 29. So my answer is 29. We're going to do one more. This one's a little bit of a tricky one. This one is 71 minus 63. Of course, first of all, I'm going to look for my big number, 71. So that's the one I build. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. 71. Now I'm going to subtract 63. The first number is 6. 6 tens. 1. Ooh, that was wrong. It is 10. I'm going to start again. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. And now I need to take away 3. Oh, no! I don't have enough. Hello, Mr. 10. Can I borrow one of your 10s? Now, even though Mr. 10 only has one left, he says yes because he is always a good neighbor. So he comes over and says, sure, you can have one of my 10s. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now this 10 goes away. Now I can subtract my 3. So I apologize, I did not make the little X's. Here comes my 3. 1, 2, 3. Now I say what is left over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and no 10s. This doesn't happen very often, but it does once in a while where there's no 10s left. So this is a 0, and I have 8. Miss Mary's going to show you how to do this on paper. Again, I have my big number circled. It is 71, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 71. Now I'm going to subtract 63. 60, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. And then here's my 3. Oh no, I don't have enough. I say, hello, Mr. 10. Can I borrow one of your 10s? And he always says yes. So he comes over next door. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I'm going to subtract 3. 1, 2, 3. Now comes the part where you say, what's left? When you look very carefully, oops, I forgot to X that one off because he became a new 10. When you look very carefully, there's actually nothing left. There's nothing. So it's 0. On this side, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It is 8. Some children think it's important and like to actually add it, which is totally fine. 0 plus 8 equals 8. We don't get single-digit answers very often, but once in a while we do, so it's important to learn about it. The important part about subtraction is to remember that we always say, oh no, I don't have enough. Hello, Mr. 10, can I borrow one of your 10s? And Mr. 10 is a good neighbor, and he always allows one of his 10s to go next door. So I know that lots of parents, we learned it called borrowing, and you can see I'm still borrowing from my neighbor, but the knocking on the table helps them to really understand that they're not just borrowing a 1, they're actually borrowing a full 10. That's really important concept. Thank you for watching with us today. The next time we will work on what do you do if you are in the hundreds.